Welcome to Gory Explorations. I post interrogations, emergency calls, police footage, and everything true crime. Thank you for your interest in my channel. Let's find out the truth. Are they guilty or innocent? Let's get started. Today's case is about Kenneth Roth. Roth is being questioned on the death of Linda Smith. Smith was found in her home gagged, strangled with her underwear, and mutilated in 2009. Roth was Smith's handyman at the time. This is not Roth's first run-in with law enforcement. In 1968, when Roth was only 18 years old, he and two other accomplices fatally shot cab driver James Long and robbed him of $27.11. They removed Long from the cab and tried to hide him in tall grass. Afterwards, they pushed the cab into a nearby pond. Jurors convicted Roth on first-degree murder and first-degree robbery. Roth was originally sentenced to life in prison on the murder conviction and 10 to 21 years on the robbery conviction. In 1981, a judge reduced Roth's sentence from life in prison to 28 years to life, which meant that Roth was immediately eligible for parole. He was paroled in 1985. This first interview occurred on December 22, 2009, after Linda Smith's death.
Room here because the rest of them are all booked today.
Okay.
Have a seat. We got no training going on today, so we're okay.
Yeah, I went to the wrong building the first time.
Oh, did you go over there?
Yeah.
Did you? Did they guide you back over here okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Told me from the next building.
All right, good deal. The reason we called you up here today is we were told by some family members of Linda
Yeah.
that you have done some work for her in the past.
Yeah.
And what we're doing is we're looking for any kind of clues, anything maybe you could tell us a little bit about her.
Well, last time I seen her, I can tell you when. Oh. It was somewhere around the 20th. I went over and did some electrical work for her.
20th of November?
Yeah.
Okay.
The last time I seen her. Now, I thought her name was Van Vorst, and then when Liz called and told me it was Smith, but yeah, I went over there and gave her a copy of the bill, and she initialed it and signed it.
Okay. Shop light and a brake. Okay, so you did some work for her.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was the last time that you did work for her? This was work done on November 9th?
No, November '09.
November, okay, November
I
of
bought
09.
the stuff, let's see. The shop lights I bought the 17th, and the new breaker I bought the 20th.
Okay.
And I even signed my work up on the breaker box where I did it.
Now, is that the last time that you talked to her, or
Yeah.
had you talked to her any in between?
Not that I know of.
Not in, no, okay.
Look, I've been out of town most of the time.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did you do work for her often? I mean, would you?
Oh, once every 2-3 months, supposedly, she'd call and need something done. I moved a bunch of rocks out of her yard once. And, went down, worked on her driveway once, and hauled a bunch of furniture when Mrs. Morrison died over here at the nursing home. I met her through Becky Morrison. That's who I'd met her through.
Okay. That's who you met Linda through?
Yeah.
Becky Morrison?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was a Van Vorst or something at one time when she was married.
Okay.
You know when that was your mother?
Oh, heck. Probably a year ago.
How often would you do work for her? Whenever she needed, or
Yeah, she'd call me.
would she?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know anybody else that did work for her?
Well, she had told me one time that a neighbor mowed the grass, and she had mentioned something about getting DirecTV or something put in. That's all I know.
Okay.
I never met anybody there.
Do you know, did she ever get DirecTV? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Have you ever seen anybody else there when you were there?
Anybody else there?
male or female?
That's what I'm trying to think of. No, I don't think I ever have. Other than Cujo or Dog or whatever that dog's name is.
Dog?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you, were you friends with Linda? I mean, did you talk a lot or?
Not really.
Not really?
She'd call me when she had a problem with something or needed something done. But that's it.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She come to one of our picnics because we'd invite her. Liz was out to a picnic. I think you know Liz. Let me think of her last name. Oh. Hyde or something like that. She lives up off of East, and I do work for her too. And she'd come to one of our picnics. We have a picnic almost every month out at the farm. You done with this?
And you said Linda came?
Yeah, she come to it.
Okay. Did she come? Did she come with this Liz, or did she come by herself, or she come with somebody else?
No, she come by herself.
She come by herself.
Yeah.
Did she leave by herself?
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen her with a man, whether it be husband or any other guy?
I didn't even know she was married until Liz told me. No, never have.
Never have.
Uh-uh.
You ever heard her talk about another guy or anything like that?
No. Now, I seen her one day with a girl up at Liz's, a relative or something. That was it.
Okay.
Has she ever said she's had problems with anybody at work or anything like that?
She never said to me. No.
You say you probably met her about a year ago, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Becky Morrison's mother died, she was over at one of the nursing homes over here.
Okay.
And I moved a bunch of furniture that was Becky's mom's down to Linda's house.
In that year's time, how many times would you think that you've seen her?
Maybe 5 or 6.
Maybe 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many times during that time do you think maybe she called you?
Oh, heck. A whole bunch of times, because she'd ask questions about this or that, or want to know if I could come down and do landscaping, because I was doing that at Liz's house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she probably called 2-3 dozen times.
Okay. But you said before you never seen another gentleman there.
No, I never have.
Okay. You never heard her talk about one, correct?
No.
Okay. When you did talk with her, what kind of person did she appear to be? Was, happy-go-lucky, sad, down and out?
No, it seemed like a happy-go-lucky, minded her own business.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she have any kind of hobbies?
Heck if I know.
Heck if you know. Okay. All right. Did she like to do things around the house or anything, you know?
She kept an immaculate house.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She had an immaculate house. Her garage wasn't the neatest in the world, but...
Who's this?
Hmm?
Who's this?
Yeah. Yeah, see my place. I got a 40 by 100 building, 2 stories.
Oh.
And you trip over everything. Mm-hmm. Well, I do a lot of scrapping. Mm-hmm.
So basically, Ken, do you have any idea who would want to do anything like this to Linda?
No, I even asked at the funeral and got 3 different stories there of how she died. And then I think the gentleman was her husband. He was at the end of the line. I met her. 'Cause I only knew 2 people there at the calling hours when I went.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
When did you go to the calling hours?
In the evening
In the
calling
evening.
hours, yeah.
Who did you know there?
Well, I knew Liz, she was there with
Okay.
the family.
All right.
And then I knew a D-Hop girl. I went to school with her in East Canton.
Okay. And from what you said, you got 3 different stories, you said?
Mm-hmm. Because I asked them why it was a closed casket.
Who'd you ask?
Hmm?
Who'd you ask?
Heck, if I know people, I'll stand in
Oh,
line
people,
with.
okay. Just general
Yeah.
people there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's common for killers to go to funerals of their victims. Research has shown that many murderers love to watch the effect of what they have done. They will go to funerals, insert themselves in the investigation, ask family members questions about the murder, and so on.
And everybody's story was different?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff they say?
One of them said she got shot. One of them said she was beaten up. And one said that she was killed. That's all I heard.
Okay. When did you first hear about what happened?
When Liz called me that morning after somebody had went out to her house at 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Okay. And how long has her and Liz been friends, you know?
Since school, I think, she said.
Since school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me see. Liz called and told you about?
Mm-hmm. She knew I worked for her and everything, because she wanted me to do work down her place like I do at Liz's. 'Cause I work up there all the time.
When she called you, what exactly did she say happened?
She didn't know. She just said that one of the relatives had called the police because they couldn't get a hold of her, and the police had went out there, and supposedly they found her dead. That's all she knew.
Do you remember what day that?
Yeah, let's see. I left on a Sunday to go hunting. Towards the weekend sometime, I think.
Do you remember what Sunday you left on?
Well, the first of the month I went hunting. And I went hunting again this past weekend. That's where I was. Down in Caddis.
Nice area down there.
Oh, it's beautiful. Friend of the family has 100 and some acres of all timber.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. He won't let me bow hunt, so I go down and help drive the deer in the woods because he had it treed out once and all the treetops are laying. Deer just lay still.
How many people go with you guys?
Oh, his family and everything's down there.
That makes it nice, and you don't have a lot of people tramping everywhere.
Oh, no. And everybody carries a walkie-talkie, so if you see a deer run, you speak up on the walkie-talkie.
That makes it nice.
And I stay down there like I was down there all day Monday butchering with him and his boy. And then last night I brought his boy back. He lives over in Massillon. And because his girlfriend was down there hunting too. But she had to go to work, so we stayed down there Monday and butcher all the time. Then I get part of the meat and everything since he won't let me use a bow down there. He don't believe in bow hunting. I'm sure you know I'm a felon, so I'm not allowed guns, but I've always had a bow and nobody's ever said anything about it. You got to get a hunting license before you get a trapping license and all this crap, so I go deer hunting all the time.
Because bows and arrows aren't explosive weapons, it's not included within the Gun Control Act, and that means under federal law, convicted felons are generally able to purchase and use them.
So you said you were hunting this weekend, and then you came back. And then before that, when were you hunting?
The first hunting period, shotgun season, that'd been the 1st through 7th, 6th or 7th. It started on a Monday, and ended on a Sunday because we spent all day Monday butchering down there. And then we come back Tuesday. I came back Tuesday morning.
Okay.
So that would have been. Okay. I have a calendar.
Now, when you said Liz called you,
Yeah.
uh,
Because we talk all the time on the phone.
well, when you said that she called you to tell you about Linda,
Yeah.
were you here in town?
Yeah.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because when she goes on vacation, I go up and get her mail and watch her place and stuff like that.
Okay.
I first met her, oh heck, when her folks had died, I cleaned their place out for them and everything.
Yeah, deer season opened Monday, November 30th, and ended Sunday, November 6th, or December 6th. You came home, you said Tuesday?
Yeah.
It's been December 8th.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you need to check to see it, I was down there. I can give you the name and phone number of the guy to call.
Who, your buddy down in Cadiz?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's the executive of Folks Will, Bob Fulton. Yeah,
Bob.
I'll give you his number.
Bob Fulton?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he went to East Canton. He used to date my sister when they were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you known him a long time then, huh? Long
I've
time.
known him since the 60s.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's. Oh, come on, phone, show the thing. I can't get his phone number to pop up. Doing something wrong. I hate these things. I can give you his cell phone number, 740-582-0427.
You say his son was with him too, or with you too?
Oh yeah, because I brought him back home. Yeah,
What's his name?
Tim Fulton.
And where's he live at? You say he lives in Maslin?
Yeah, don't ask me the street. I know how to get there. I'm lousy at street names.
Do you have a number for him?
I don't think so.
Or do you have a way you can get a number, call me later with if you don't have it?
Okay, let me see. Okay, Tim Fulton's number is 330-933-6928. I just dropped him off last night before I called you when I got home. He come back with me down there. His girl had to work Monday, so.
Yeah, I was already in bed when you called, so I'm asleep.
Oh,
Not to have to be back with you until earlier today.
that's all right.
Is there anything else you could think of about Linda or anybody else that would be helpful in this?
Not that I know of, other than she had a crazy dog.
Crazy dog?
What dog is it?
I don't know, a big black one. Because I always made her lock it up when I was there, put it upstairs. Or
Mean or just
it
unpredictable?
just didn't like me. So I never took no chances around it.
So you're
I always called her Cujo.
Cujo. Well, it's a good name for a dog that you don't really want to be around. You said that the last time that you seen her was on the 20th of November, right?
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
So the same day I bought the lights,
Okay.
I was over there to put them up. We took a 9-foot down and I put up the shop lights.
Where'd you put them up at?
In the basement right off the garage. Had
Oh,
to
yeah?
put a new GFI breaker in her panel because that was part of the problem.
Okay.
and I bought it on the 20th, so it's been the 20th that I was over there.
Do you own your own business, or you just
I just
freelance kind of
freelance.
thing? Is that right?
Work for people.
Word of mouth and stuff?
Yeah, because
You have a
being
business
a
card or
felon-
anything?
Huh?
You have a business card or
No.
anything? No?
Being a felon, nobody will hire me. I worked for Furby Electric for a while until our insurance company found out I was a felon. That was a no-no.
Is that right?
I used to work for EAS Alarm Systems, putting alarms in, until their insurance company found out that I was a felon, so that ended that.
All because of that.
Yeah. Oh,
Most alarm companies do background checks on their employees and will not allow anyone with a felony to work for them.
people won't hire you if you're a felon.
No wonder why there's so many unemployed people.
Yeah. So I scrap a lot and do stuff like this, like Liz. I cleaned her folks' house out. I went up and did, I think about 20 yards of mulching for her. And worked on her mower, worked on her car. And then when she goes on vacation, I watch her place for her, 'cause somebody tried breaking in once up there.
Do pretty good then, word of mouth?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, I worked for, heck, probably 13 or 14 different, either elderly or single women. When I was out in Kansas, they taught me all kind of trades, but nobody will hire you as soon as they find out you're a felon. So I tell people up front, Liz knows I'm a felon. Bob, her friend that works for Timken, I do work for him. I don't try to hide it.
Is that
Both
Bob
they,
Bolton? Is that who you're talking about?
no, Bob, Liz's friend, he lives down towards Waco somewhere. But I do work for all kinds of people. I tell them up front I'm a felon. If they don't like it, then fine. I just find something else to do.
I'm just getting busy, that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
Got money coming in. We're trying.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, pays for my cigarettes and my gas, and I trap year round. I got a nuisance permit so I can trap year round.
You got coyotes or something out there? Or?
Oh, during the summer I trapped groundhogs and skunks. One guy up off of Wales Road, I got 17 skunks off his place this year in town.
What do you do with them?
Take them out and turn them loose at the farm.
Before you get sprayed.
Why? You walk up to them with a towel, take a beach towel, hold it in front of your feet where they don't see it. You can walk right up to them, lay it over the box trap, get a burlap bag, put oil in, put them in it, and then set them in the front seat of your vehicle.
Oh, wow.
If a skunk can't see you, it don't feel threatened.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I've messed with them. I've only been sprayed once. That when I was here, 13 or 14.
Oh, so it's been a while.
Oh, yeah. And I've been doing this nuisance trapping for, I think this is the 8th or 9th year I've had a nuisance permit where I can trap year round. They don't bother you. I'm more scared of raccoons than I am of skunks.
Now, is that all your property out there? You own all that?
No, that's my folks.
Oh, that's your folks' property?
Yeah, I'm caregiver for them. I have power of attorney.
So they live there with you on all that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, they've lived there ever since, well, my mom was born there. And they've lived there ever since Dad and her married. My grandfather's farm used to be just west of us. That used to be my grandfather's.
Mm-hmm.
Walker owns it now, and he farms our land. We lease it to him.
Okay, okay.
But I got power of attorney over everything, the banks and everything, because Dad's got Alzheimer's, and Mom's getting it. So I just live there at the farm, take care of them. That's the only reason I own a phone.
So your mom and dad live in the house? 'Cause you said you said something about the warehouse, you have stuff all over the place or something?
No, there's an apartment there for them, because they can't do stuff.
Oh,
So they
okay.
live up there.
Oh,
And I stay up there with them.
so you take care of them, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're down in Texas right now.
Really?
My sisters, yeah.
Send them down there where the weather's warm?
Well, they don't think it is. 60 degrees, that's warm, but they don't. Yeah, they're down there.
You got the snow.
Oh, I enjoy this
Oh,
kind
so
of
do I.
weather. That's why all I wear is short sleeve shirts. That's all I wear. This is Yeah. This weather don't bother me. It's beautiful weather.
They probably don't like it though, right?
No.
Yeah.
When they coming back?
Right after Christmas.
Still gonna be cold for them then.
Oh yeah, they'll stay in the house. I do all the driving for
Yeah,
them
right.
and everything.
They
Yeah.
got property down there, or they just?
They're down visiting my sister. She lives in Plano, Texas, right between Dallas and Fort Worth. Oh, they're down there for the Christmas. I used to drive them down to Florida every year. They'd spend 6 months a year in Florida. After my mom's mother died down there, they enjoyed to go back, and they sold their trailer. So,
Ken, are you hearing anything that would be helpful for us in this?
no, other than just what I told you.
No other word of mouth on the streets, or that
Well, I
anybody's
haven't
talking about or
been in
calling,
town,
or
no.
okay.
No, because I honestly figured once you guys had talked to Liz that morning that they found her, I guess, or Dave had found her when she called me. I said, well, they'll be out to visit me. I'm a felon, and I figured, what the heck.
Well, we're looking for any kind of help we can get. You still have Ryan's business card?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. All right.
If you would, give us a call, and we'd be glad for sit down and talk to you again if it come up with anything.
Because I think the gentleman was her husband at the end of the casket. He was wearing a gray suit. And because he asked me when I come through the line how I knew it. And I told him I'd done some work for her. And he says, are you the one that moved the rocks in the driveway? And I said, yep. He says, oh, she spoke of you. I didn't even know she was married. I never seen a guy down there.
Oh, so that's the first time you ever met him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How'd he seem to you? What kind of person he seemed like?
I don't know. He didn't say that much. He just asked if I'd want to move all the rocks in the driveway. I said, yeah. He said, thank you, and that was it. But I know she had somebody mowing the grass for her. I do know that. A neighbor or something.
Could you find that out?
What?
Who
it
was mowing the grass?
All I know, it was a neighbor, she told me, that was mowing the grass.
When you were there last, did you see possibly maybe something else being done around the house that you weren't doing? Maybe some other kind of odd job or something?
No. The only thing I done for her, I did the electric and that. Oh, what else? Oh, I fixed 2 toilets the time before. I put new flappers in them. I put up some shelves for her. I think that was on the bill, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I put up some shelves for her. I moved those rocks in the yard, driveway off to the side. Well, when I hauled all that furniture, I stuck it in our garage for her. And I did carry the headboards in the house. I remember that. But she said she was giving mattresses and something, some of the furniture to, oh, wait a minute, I'll think of it. They wanted that chair, too. She had one of those power lift chairs. Shit.
You mean like the electric one?
Yeah, because Becky's mom has it in a nursing home, and I hauled it from the nursing home over to Linda's place. Wait a minute. She was giving them to somebody that was coming after them. Who the hell did she say? Oh, battered women's group or
Battered
something?
women's shelter?
Yeah. she was donating the bedding stuff and that too. I know we carried the headboards in the house. I put them by a kitchen or something along a wall. She was given the chair and the mattresses and all that because we had them stacked in the garage, all that kind of stuff. The battered women's something shelter or something. Mm-hmm. She was giving them to.
Okay. Well, if you can't think of anything else, I don't have anything else.
That's all
I appreciate you coming in and speaking with us.
No problem.
Like I said, you have our card. If you think of anything else, give us a call, please.
Right.
And we'd much appreciate it. Okay.
Well, we'll probably be talking about I'm going to a Christmas party at Liz's Bob's down at Waco Thursday. And that'll probably be the topic of the conversation because we all knew her.
Right.
Done work for her and stuff like that. So.
All right. Well, if you can, give us a call. Let us know what you're hearing, okay?
All right.
We'd appreciate it very much. All right.
One question. How did she actually die? Or ain't they releasing that yet?
We can't put that out there until, and I don't want to mean as disrespect to you, but until the case is resolved,
yeah. I can understand.
We just can't put that out. But yeah, I don't have anything else, Ken.
All right.
Thank you very much for coming out.
No problem. Go home, finish canning meat.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys get a lot of deer?
I think they took 14 off the property so far. There's still a muzzle load. I'll go down and help them.
Up next is a small audio section of Kenneth Roth's interrogation on January 13th, 2015, and crime scene photos. Roth was suspected of at least 3 additional murders of women. I will be uploading the entire audio interrogation of 2015 to my Patreon channel.
So let's go to the 2009 homicide. Linda Smith.
Linda Smith.
Do you know who she is?
Linda. That's one I did electric work for down in, where is it? Down off Indian Run, I think.
Okay, tell me about her. Tell me about your relationship with her, how you know her.
I did some work for her. I put lights in for her in her basement, GFI, and hauled some furniture for her.
Did she ever pay you?
No, I left a bill there and then I went hunting.
Okay. So why'd you kill her?
I didn't.
Yes, you did, Ken. Again, as I told you before, evidence says you did.
Well, take me to court for it then.
I just want to know why you did it.
I didn't.
You did.
So, believe what you want.
You were seen at her house, Ken.
I've been at her house quite a few times working.
The day she died? How's it ironic that I've just told you 3 cases so far, and I got more, that you were the last person seen with these dead women? Explain that, Ken.
Can't.
Well, I know you can't. And you think a jury's going to let you try to explain it to? Take it to jury.
I will.
Because I guarantee you, any person sitting on a jury is going to convict you. When the evidence points everything to you, you're the last person seen with all these ladies?
Okay.
And guess what, Ken?
What?
You kill them all in the same way. You have a signature on what you do, Ken. That's you.
Oh, okay.
That is you, Ken.
Okay.
Right? That's
Whatever
what you
you're
do,
saying.
Ken. I'm telling you, that's what you do. You can't
Whatever
hide the
you're
fact.
saying.
You can't hide the fact that that's your signature. That's what you do. That's the uniqueness of you, Ken.
Oh, okay.
You just need to explain why you do it. I know you were in prison, right? How many years did you do in prison?
18 years and some.
How old were you when you first went to prison?
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
You were in the prime of your life. You were in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about prison life.
Until I got an education, got my GED in college, and
Learned 7 different trades.
How were you treated in prison?
Fine.
17 years old? How'd you deal with the older guys in prison?
No problem at all.
I'm sure. I'm sure that you were victimized, weren't you?
No.
17-year-old coming into prison with all these older guys.
No. When I was in the fish tank, the guy told me how to act, how to be. That's what I did.
Ken, what do you want your legacy to be? Tell me that. What do you want your legacy to be? Tell me what you want your legacy to be.
Whatever
This is the
it
moment
turns
of
out
truth.
to be.
This is the moment of truth. How do you want to go down in history, Ken? How do you personally want to go down in history?
How do I want to go down in history?
Do you want to be proud of what you did? Do you want to be proud of what you've accomplished?
I'm not unproud of anything I've ever done.
Do you want to make history? Do you want your name to live on? Because you need to be honest.
I am honest.
Everything you've done. Look at me, Ken.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity. You don't understand how big of an opportunity you have right now. When I walk out of here, we're done.
That's fine.
We're done.
That's fine.
But you want to go down in history, you come clean and be honest. Because
I have been honest with myself.
listen to me. One way or another, you will be in prison for the rest of your life. Okay? I'm telling you, you will go to prison the rest of your life. You're not getting out. Okay? So
Okay.
listen, this is your opportunity to go down in history. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Go down in history, Ken. Make movies, whatever. Go down in history. You know what you've done, and I know there's more. More. I know of other homicides that you're tied to. Go down in history, Ken. Be proud of what you've done.
Why should I be proud of something I didn't do?
You did do these, Ken.
Well, believe what you want.
It's not about believing. I told you, I proved it. I wouldn't be here talking to you if I didn't.
Well, prove it then. Take me to trial.
You will go to trial,
I'm fine.
but what I'm saying is, go down in history. Be yourself.
I am myself.
No, you're not. You're lying to yourself, and you're lying to us right now.
Whatever you think.
So what do you want your legacy to be?
Whatever you think.
No, I want you to tell me. It's not what I think. This is about you right
I
now.
don't have to tell you anything.
What do you want your legacy to be, Ken?
I don't have to tell you anything.
I understand you don't, but I want you to think about what you want your legacy to be. Okay? I'll be
You
back in a
think
minute.
what you want.
I want you to sit here and think about what your legacy to be.
You
I'll be
think
back
what
in
you
a minute.
want. You think what you want.
After 8 long years, Kenneth Roth was found guilty in 2017 for the murder of Linda Smith. He was sentenced to life in prison. In April of 2020, Roth died in prison from COVID-19. Roth was the only one who knew how many people he had killed, and he took it to his grave. That's it for today. Please subscribe to support the channel and leave a comment below. Make sure to check out my new Patreon channel. I will see you next time.